Okay, so today we're going to work on the lantern. We'll finish the lantern, and we'll move on to the rest of the painting. So for the lantern, I'm going to use a couple of colors, and I think these are the colors. I have here, I'm going to use, because it depends on what your background is. So mine is dark green, bluish green, and actually green. And then it has a bit of blue, yes. I'm going to use kind of a rust color, and I'm going to use yellows for the glass part. I'm going to keep it really simple. This is burnt sienna, yellow ochre, and white. And probably I will use some cadmium orange or highlight, but just take burnt sienna right now. Just squeeze out burnt sienna. Don't use the yellow ochre. No white, just burnt sienna for now. And this color here, I have this color which is really beautiful. It is a golden color called transparent red iron oxide, and it's really a beautiful color for stuff like this, for rust color. I'm not going to use the rust color. I've squeezed it out just for you to see. I'm going to use burnt sienna, round brush, small round brush, and let's see, let's put this here maybe. And I zoomed in, so it's very hard to. Let's put the first layer, and we'll see. This is when I can gauge if this is the right color for me or if I like it or not. Okay, so we're going to do a half a circle, kind of. Put some kind of a little detail on top. And a line right here. You can easily, if you like, connect this, the half a circle with the line, connect them. So now what we're going to do is paint the sides, both sides. So I'm really simplifying this. Side goes in, it's out from, the curve that line a little bit on top, and then go down. So this is burnt sienna. And another line straight, smaller one underneath, third one ball. So the more you go in, first one is longer, shorter, short, ball. I'm going to repeat half a circle on top. What I'm going to do is pause after the video, and then we can take our time. Half a circle for the top of the lantern, straight line, another straight line underneath. And so the line when you do a lantern is like this. Okay, so half a circle for the top. Straight line goes out. It's like a hat. Then another straight line, smaller, shorter underneath. Why am I doing this here? Let's do it on something else so you can see it. Okay, on a piece of paper, maybe, if I can find one. I managed to find one. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Let's take the color again. Okay. Lantern. Half a circle. And it could be any style. It doesn't have to be half a circle. Sometimes it's like this. Okay. Now, I'm going to do both at the same time. So whatever you do, this is the first initial little kind of design. Then I'm going to put a line out and it will start looking like a hat. I'm going to do the same here. Out. Line that goes all the way out. And I'm simplifying these so it's easy for you to paint. Now, so this line is out, further out. This one is further out of the half a circle. Then I'm going to come in now. So I'm going to do this, slightly in. And another one here, same thing, slightly in. So what we're trying to do now, I'm preparing myself for the rest of the lantern. Now, sometimes if I want, I can add a third line, and it's smaller, but really, there's no need. It depends how big this lantern is. Now, when I want to add the rest of the lantern, I'm going to come from here inside, not from here, from in. I'm going to curve, go down, curve, go down. Same thing. From the inside, go curve, down. So I end up with a bigger top here, wider, that curves in to a narrower one. Bottom part, wider, then in, smaller, and again, third one, small. Then what I do is I add a little something at the bottom. Same thing, wider than the two lines that are going vertical, and then horizontal, narrower, small one, that's the bottom, and then maybe a little kind of finial. And every time I could do it round, I could do it like a different shape. Now, top. This is too much of a half a circle, too much. This is not even, this is more than half a circle. So I would make it lower. I would put another one like this to finish it off. Little line here, a third one maybe, if I want, and finial at top, right there. Or, again, this one, inside, this is ends here, it's wide, it ends there. Smaller, the higher I go up, the smaller the line is. It tapers off, and then maybe a ball. And from there, you could do whatever you like. You could do so many designs. But this is the basic. This is the glass part, and this is the iron part. All of the rest is the iron part. Now, sometimes I do, but it doesn't have to be done. I add a third one here, a third one, maybe center or on the side. It depends. Another line. That's it. That's all you need to do. This is simplified, very easy. Just keep in mind your lines will have to be tapered in slowly, and that will make it look really interesting. Is that is that kind of clear? Is it okay? Does it make sense?
That was very helpful. Thank you.
Makes sense? Okay. I'll send you a picture of this as well.
Okay.
I'll email it to you so you can see exactly how the structure of that.
Mm-hmm.
John, is that right? Is that okay? Is there anything else? Did I miss anything else, John?
Yeah, I did a little bit different. I did it straight.
Yeah. I mean, there are so many shapes you could do, but Okay, sorry, I can't see it. Hold on. Let me go here. Yours is straight. Oh, yes. So the sides are straight.
Yeah, and
okay.
The top straight too.
And the top is straight. Okay, so instead of curving the side, so you did something like this.
Yeah.
Like that, and I'll explain in a minute. So John did something.
Ball.
Pardon?
And a ball on top.
And a ball on top. Okay.
And I didn't curve the sides either.
Okay. So did you curve the side in like this?
No, I didn't.
So straight like that. The sides.
No, not like that. They're not curved in, but they slant. The bottom narrower.
Got it. I can see it. Okay, so John did this. You did this. And instead of curving here, instead of doing this, John did this straight.
Right.
Which is this is another way of doing it too. You don't have to curve it. Thank you, John. Yes, you don't have to curve that. Yeah. That will look nice too. Actually, I think the major detail is not in the curving of the sides. It's that little thing little kind of detail that you put where you show the line going out like this. This line is wider and then becomes smaller. You know, that little detail that makes it look interesting. Or you could just go like that, you know, like a ball in there. Like, it doesn't have to be intricate, but just the kind of how it's the construction of that, the lines, the little kind of detail and proportion, how it works. So, and you know, there are so many different styles, so it's up to you, but I'll send you a copy of this one too, so you can see it. You can have it, keep it. So this is what I did here. Okay, I curved it a bit. You don't have to curve it. You could just go straight. That's fine. Now that this is done, and I think it might be dry. I'm sure it's dry. Now I need to highlight it. Because I'm using burnt sienna, if I do this, if I take white and put it with burnt sienna, I'm going to end up with skin colored or terracotta colored, depending on the burnt sienna that you're using. So I'm going to end up with pink. And I don't want to end up with pink. I don't want that. I want it to be kind of rusty metal, nice color. This is very small. So as far as painting canvas. So if I take yellow ochre, or even yellow, it doesn't have to be yellow ochre. Just take yellow, any yellow. Cadmium yellow medium, cadmium yellow light, doesn't matter. And put it in. Pardon?
Naples yellow.
Naples yellow, yes. Naples yellow is good too. That's right. Naples yellow. Let's try Naples yellow actually. I'm gonna use more of the orange, but this is just for you to see how you can highlight it. So the difference between highlighting between this color has white and this color has white. This one has no yellow ochre or yellow in it, and this one has yellow. So you see how it's not turning pink anymore because of the yellow in. So what I'm going to do, personally, I'm going to take cadmium orange. I like these combination. I love the combination of burnt sienna and cadmium orange. cadmium orange keeps the burnt sienna vivid, kind of. See how it stays orangey. It doesn't turn into a dull color, pink and even if I put white, it will still be okay. So if I take white right now and I put it in, because there's orange, so what I do is I increase the amount of orange if I'm putting white, and I will get that beautiful orangey, rusty color. Very nice. So, okay, let's do that. Let's take orange, cadmium orange. If you don't have cadmium orange, just mix orange together. Cadmium red light, cadmium yellow light, and mix them together. And I'm going to come here and start highlighting. So now the highlighting. I'm going to start highlighting from up here. Now at this point, you can make your color more rusty, orangey, whatever you like. Usually what I do is if I want to tone it down and make it more earthy, I would add raw umber to this. So it's not like orangey like that. This is really orange right now. I personally like it. I don't mind. This is a whimsical kind of painting. So it's not, we're not going for realism here. We're more like color and shapes. So this is the, why is it slanted? Okay. Now, so I'm highlighting slowly, okay? I'm not going fast with the highlights. Okay, I'm not adding white even now, just orange. Okay, now another line. Now, when I'm doing this line, highlighting with this line, I'm going to leave some of the dark in between. So I'm not going to take all the highlighted color all the way down. I'm going to keep a little line in between of the dark color underneath. And that's right there. Okay, so I can keep it like this, or I can add a third one underneath. It's up to you. Like that. Connect these down, all the way down. Like this. Straight or curved, doesn't matter. Just like that. And same at the bottom. All right, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to pause. I need to pause because I need to clean up from the outside, the green. Okay, small color, small line, short line, shorter, third one, and a little finial. And we'll come back and after we do this, we'll come back and add a bit more highlights. Okay, so now we have, I've added dark green around just to give a bit of shadow that the lantern might be giving. But then after that, what I'll do is I will highlight and fix all of this. It's not going to stay like that. Now let's highlight the lantern. But before I highlight it, I have here yellow ochre. So I'm going to put some yellow ochre in here. And let's add a tiny bit of orange to this yellow ochre. A little bit of orange. I need this to dry darker. If it doesn't dry darker, I can always put purple in there, ultramarine violet, or with the yellow ochre, or maybe some brown. It doesn't matter, just something. This is really small. The reason I'm saying I need this to dry darker because I'm going to highlight it, and it will be able to highlight it. This value right now is light, too light to highlight. So I'm going to do this at the same time because this is what I'm going to send you.
Sorry, that was yellow ochre and orange?
Yeah, a bit of orange, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Yeah. You weren't listening.
They're trying to fix my lady's ear.
Yeah. Okay, so this is good. We have that. All right, doing this at the same time. Right, no, it's drawing darker. It's not bad. Okay, now let's highlight the lantern a little bit more. I'm going to take again my, oh, sorry. Here. My messy colors in here. Burnt sienna, orange. Oh, let's put it here. Put the orange here. And burnt sienna. And let's see. Maybe. Now, again, the other thing is I don't want it to come forward too much. I want this to be there, but I kind of discreet. You see it? It's in a warm color anyway, on a cool color. So it's gonna come forward anyway. You're gonna see it. So I'm highlighting the top of that dome. It's a bit of white for you to see. So dome highlighted, but not all the way down. All right. Again, I mean, there are other combinations of colors to use on this. I'm highlighting a little bit of that, those little detail. So I'll highlight a little bit up here, tiny bit up here, and here. Not the whole thing, because if I highlight the whole thing, actually there's no need, because this is a round shape. It's not flat. So I'm going to highlight a little bit here on the side, a little bit here on the side, tiny bit here, and that's it. That's all I need. The more white I put, the less I spread it here. The more white I put in my color, the less I spread it on. Because you have the top part, which is very light, and then it goes down into, it tapers, this shape tapers into, tapers in, goes down. And to show this, you highlight only the top. This is the last, you know, the strong highlight is only on top. And then you let highlight, mid-tone, dark. Highlight, mid-tone, dark. See, the surface where the highlight is smaller than the mid-tone. Always when there's more white, smaller surface. You know, like don't spread it too much because you lose the effect. Okay. So let's say I want to add white to this orange. More white, and I'm adding white slowly because, you know, I don't want it to. Then let's see, I'm going to put it here. Oh yeah. Yep. That's enough. I'm going to leave it here. A little bit here. There. I'm not sure about this one here, but then, no. I can remove it if I don't want it. There. So you see where the strong highlight is, it's a smaller amount of white, or, you know, I don't spread it all the way, all the way across. Now the same highlight, I'm going to put it here. Geez, why is this slanted? Okay. Now, let's take the same color, and this is simplified because this is small and it's not the focal point. Instead of starting my highlight from top here, I'm going to start it from here. Down. Again, from here. Down. Why? Because I want to show that this piece right there is casting shadow over what's underneath it, directly underneath it. You don't have to do this, but if you do it, it's much nicer. It gives volume, it gives depth. It looks like this piece part here is under shadow right there. And that makes it look much more interesting and not flat. I know it's too much detail for a little lantern like that, but that, you know, the same thinking applies to a bigger lantern. Okay, highlight this. Let's put some more white for you to see. Usually I don't put that much white, but I want you, you know, just want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Then the one underneath it. And what I do when I do this, I try not to lose some of the mid-tone or darks. You know, I'm trying not to highlight the whole thing. I need to have in between some dark line. And maybe this one like that. This, because I have a strong light color, let's add a little kind of reflection of light, especially here too, and here. That's good. There. Now I can go back with the green, and you know, I can see that this side is not exactly the same like this side, which is, you know, it's like now kind of micro painting. There. Now let's go to the side. Let's take cadmium yellow light. And I have orange. I have orange. I have yellow ochre. And my first layer is yellow ochre with a bit of orange. So now I'm going to be using a little bit more orange with the yellow ochre. I'm going to put the color here. This orange. See where I have the highlight for the sides? I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to keep this part darker. Upper part, where that part darker. I'm going to highlight or add this orange, yellow orange here. Now I'm going to take yellow, and I'm going to mix the yellow with the orange, with the yellow orange, with the yellow ochre and orange. And I'm going to come here. Acrylic dries darker, so I usually have to keep on adjusting my values. This is with more yellow in there. Yeah, well, I mean yellow and orange, not 100% yellow. Now I have to be very careful because the paint is lifting. But I'm getting that glow slowly. You know, hold on. I'm not happy with this part right there. Looks funny. So I'm going to go back and add a bit of more orange in here with orange and yellow ochre. Because I'm highlighting the bottom part, so I don't need to have a short, a strong cut. Need this dry fast. Okay. Let's put a bit of a tiny little kind of there. Good. Yes, that looks like that's better. Yay! Right, let's put a bit of a tiny one up here. One here. That looks really good. Okay. That looks like it's shiny and it's kind of coming forward because this is not flat. This is kind of curved. Now, let's see. I'm going to take yellow. Okay, let's mix that yellow with a bit of orange. And the last step, I'm going to take white. Mix it with this yellow. And see how bright it is? I am going to put one in the center and let it dry. And see if it's too white, I'll tone it down. There. And we have a nice lantern. We don't need more than that. I'm gonna pause. So I mixed burnt umber. This is burnt umber. Here, let's slide it down a bit. Burnt umber, yellow ochre, and cadmium orange. I mixed burnt umber and cadmium orange together to get that brownish orangey color. And then I added yellow ochre. And then I'm going to highlight this. So it's not going to be, this is not the only color because it's not going to be highlighted after. Okay, let's do that. Cover this. I usually go over whatever flowers I have. I go over that because we don't have the flowers yet. So it's easier to do this now. Do this now. Again, this part. And then I'm going to do the whole countertop in this color for now. And then I will highlight the part that I want, you know, the part I want to highlight. So this is a, might be a good color, but I think it could be a good color. Let's do the table. And over here, you know, this is not going to be, we're not going to see it that much. There will be flowers around. Let's do this. This is just the first layer. And This part here. It's like a wooden box. Pedestal, wooden box, whatever. Right here. What else can we do? I'm just gonna go in right now with this orange brown. You know what? I might add a bit of red in here. I like the idea of red. A little bit of red. Cadmium red. Cadmium red light, cadmium red medium, doesn't matter. I'm mixing my cadmium red with the brown and the yellow ochre and orange. There's a little kind of pedestal in here, table, pedestal, whatever in here. And we're going to paint this in that red. And I'm also going to paint this in red. Why? Because I like red. There's no reason. So, no specific reason. It will come forward too. It'll be a nice color with all of the greens and the, you know. Okay, straight here. Straight down. Okay, now let's take a bit of brown, mix it in. Same color. Do the back legs. Again, I need more brown in the red. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Okay, and one here. And one there. And I'm going to leave that. Remember when I said I like to just put colors to see the relationship of all these colors that I'm putting and the harmony between all these colors, and then I'll decide if I want to change them, highlight them. There. Now, this is dry, so I can go in at this point and add white to the color I use. More of a yellow ochre with white. I like that. This is a good color. All right, so I'm going to do this part. And also this part here. I'm also going to highlight the countertop a bit. Not much, not as much as the front, but a little bit more. Maybe. Let me see. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's a softer color, which is better. Okay, and here too. Okay, nice. Okay. We can maybe highlight the top of this table. Why not? Because I can see in the reference there's a strong light of sun hitting this part. So let's highlight the top of the table. We most probably we're not going to see any of this. If there's any kind of anything that needs to be adjusted, I'm not going to worry about this, because when we start adding the flowers, we're going to hardly see any of that. These are, I like to call them supporting actors. It's funny because sometimes supporting actors act better than the main actors.
Very important job.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to pause for a minute. All right, I'm going to start highlighting the table on the side, small one, the red one. Adding white to my orange and red. All right, let's. I'm going to do the frame for both, for this sign and for this sign and this sign. This way, I can use the colors I have here. That's burnt umber, yellow ochre. Let's put a little bit of orange in there, or red, doesn't matter. You know, if you put red with burnt umber, it looks mahogany. It's like a mahogany color. All right, yes, that's good. Right, let's put a bit of more red. Ah, that's better. Yep, that's better. And let's put same. Maybe a little bit more brown here, because this is just underneath. Part of it is underneath the awning. This one is right here. So let's put more brown in here. I'm gonna have to turn it around a bit. Okay. All right, let's put one for this side, and I'm going to go a little bit darker with this one here, just because I want to highlight it eventually. Oh wow, so much water. Are there any shows happening in the area?
There's doesn't Van have one at the end of March?
Visual arts?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know who's in it? Who's like not individually. I mean, is there like a Watch Art Society or?
Don't know.
Anything happening in Nielsen Park, Margaret?
Yeah, actually, there's a beautiful show up right now.
Really?
I'm trying to remember the name of who it is. It's Ontario Painters Association or something. Absolutely gorgeous stuff.
Really?
Absolutely.
And is it watercolor or is it all kinds?
No, it's mixture.
Mixture. Okay.
And they also have the Weavers and Spinners have got their show on at the same time, and it's incredible.
Same time?
Well, there's the whole gallery, and then there's the big gallery
At Nelson Park.
Yeah. So the whole gallery has got the Weavers and Spinners, and then in I think it's May, my calligraphy guild, we have the big gallery. So I hope everyone will come to that. It should be fabulous.
Remind us.
Yeah. Sorry, Leo, I gotta go. Thanks,
all right.
everybody.
Bye, Paula.
Bye, Paula.
Have a nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So I'm painting, not explaining what I'm doing, what colors I'm using.
You said on that one you added a little bit extra brown, I think, for that. So.
Yeah. So this is burnt. I started with burnt umber, and then I added a little bit of red into my burnt umber, and I'm just trying to highlight it. But the burnt umber is still wet, so it's not really highlighting well. Now I added white to the same colors, so I'm just doing the side, which is really kind of highlighted because of the light coming from this side, from the right. Okay, and what else? Where can I highlight more? I can maybe highlight this part of the leg. Yeah. All right, let's kind of highlight a bit the frames, if possible. All right, kind of mixing the browns I have here with a little bit of more of the yellow ochre and white. Okay. Let's take a little bit of white, add it to that color, and just paint. Oh, geez. Whoa. Light's coming from this side, so we'll see the edge of that frame is highlighted. Okay, let's clean up a bit. Doesn't need to be highlighted too much. This is good enough. At least, I mean, this week we'll finish this part. I'm gonna just soften this a bit up here. It's a bit too strong. Okay, all right. Let's now highlight this sign. We're gonna use a little bit of reds in here with the browns, with the brown. So I'm using burnt umber, cadmium red light. Let's put some white. Oh, yeah, yeah. This part, the left part, is a little bit darker than the right part. Still have some black coming on those too. And here too. All right. Highlighting the upper part, that little one up. Let's do that. So we have an awning. Awning should be usually it will cast a shadow over part of it. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same highlights everywhere. So I'm playing around with my highlights. And now I'm going to take a little bit of white. Let's add it here. Highlight the side. And highlight this side. It looks like it's on an angle. It's not 100% flat. Could be 100% flat. This is leftover burnt sienna. The burnt sienna I use for the face. Winsor & Newton. The one I use for the other burnt siennas, I use a different different brand. Okay, I'm gonna fix the mouth a bit. All right, that's better. All right. I think we're good. Okay, we did a lot today. So this is, next week we'll continue. We'll start adding pots, we'll cover some of the canvas color.